Federal government has increased its aid to cyclone-ravaged Burma sevenfold, adding another $22 million to the $3 million pledged late last week. The move came as Burmese Australians gathered to form their own action plan to try and directly help their native countrymen and women.
A vigil for their compatriots back in Burma. Melbourne's Burmese network rallied overnight to pray for those lost and for the effort to save others. Today, Foreign Minister Stephen Smith announced Australia's full aid package to Burma, $25 million. The government says that the $3 million pledged on Wednesday was an initial down payment. Mr Smith says the increase is appropriate to the scale of the disaster.
It's become clear since the first few days of the cyclone that we are now dealing with a human tragedy on a mammoth scale. And it's a human tragedy on a mammoth scale which no one nation can handle.
Mr Smith again urged the Burmese government to cooperate with the international community and international agencies. Half of the Australian money will go towards the United Nations flash appeal. That appeal will address the most urgent life-saving needs in Burma. The rest will go to humanitarian agencies such as World Vision and Caritas. It comes as members of Sydney's Burmese community met to discuss how they could assist people back home.
They have the connection in the place where I was born. So I just asked them to what sort of logical assistance that you want from people like me.
Leaders here also briefed the community on what little information is getting out of affected areas. Win O has family members in the Irrawaddy Delta. More than a week after the cyclone, he's still left in the dark.
At the moment, we are now just assuming they are okay, but we don't know what's really happening in there.
Others consider themselves lucky.
For example, my sister, they live in the Rangoon, but their house, small little house, roof ripped off, and they are queuing up for the water. So I feel sad for them, but I feel okay for them because they still live.
The Burmese community says it's grateful for the generosity of the Australian government and people so far, but many believe much more relief will be needed. Leroy Arben, World News Australia.